Research does indicate that children growing up in families where parents are dishonest and have affairs tend to be cheaters themselves in their own lives as they become adults. Now, from a larger perspective, is there anything that you can tell both parents on this in this situation what they can do maybe to keep that from happening to the children? And it sounds like it would almost have to be a joint effort from a divorced couple to try and strike a positive message and say this is not the way to go. There is a better way to do things than to cheat.
Well, obviously, best is to never do it because then your message has a lot of power behind it. You could say, no matter what problems you have in a marriage, you stay married, you don't cheat, you take care of your problems a different way, whatever. I mean, that's the best example. And statistics will show you that children that came from divorced homes are much more likely to become divorced themselves than parents who stuck together even in a difficult marriage. It's interesting because there's a scripture in Exodus 25 that says the sins of the fathers are passed on to the third and fourth generation. And when therapists lay out what's called, like they do like a multi-generational schematic of all the different problems that have occurred in, say, your father's background and your mother's background, and you will find repeated family history of things like sexual addictions, affairs, alcohol addiction, drug addiction, emotional abandonment, cut off, and you can see how these things stay in families. So, yeah, if your parent had an affair, you are statistically much more likely to either marry somebody who will cheat on you or cheat yourself. And so, how do you do that? I mean, this is the propensity of people. It's the way that dysfunction and hurt and pain in a family is passed on. Knowing that, one of the best teaching tools for your kids is to say, at the appropriate time, as it comes up in conversation, you have experienced the pain of having had a parent who had an affair that resulted in a divorce. Do you ever want to do that to your own children? How can you protect yourself to not do that? One of the parents can come back to the children, later as a teens, adults, whatever, say, it was a huge mistake. It wasn't the right choice for me. It can apologize, make amends, live differently, those types of things. Those are the best chances.